She said, "You've changed. You don't care like before." I replied, "You taught me how." Then I stopped trying, stopped chasing, and started living like she never existed. Weeks later, she showed up at my apartment crying and went silent when the door opened and she saw, "My name is Daniel. I'm 31, and I work as a portfolio manager at an investment firm in Boston. I pull in about $185,000 a year, live in a nice 2-bedroom apartment in Back Bay, and until 2 months ago, I thought I was in love with the woman I'd spent 3 years trying to make happy. Her name was Vanessa. She was 28, worked in public relations, made around $70,000, and had this way of making me feel like I was never quite enough. We met in the fall of 2021 at a charity fundraiser. She was charming, gorgeous, and had this energy that filled a room. We started dating a week later. The first year was great. Dinners, weekend trips to the Cape, late nights talking about everything. I thought I'd found my person, but somewhere around year 2, things shifted. Vanessa started comparing me to her friends' boyfriends. Melissa's boyfriend just bought her a Cartier bracelet for no reason. Josh surprised Emma with a trip to Turks and Caicos. Why don't you ever do spontaneous things anymore? I did do things. I planned date nights, bought her flowers every other week, took her to expensive restaurants she picked out. But it was never spontaneous enough, never expensive enough, never enough. By year 3, I was exhausted. I was working 60-hour weeks trying to get promoted, saving for a house, managing my investments, and somehow still expected to be the romantic lead in her personal movie. Every conversation became about what I wasn't doing. You used to text me good morning every day. You used to plan surprises. You've changed. 2 months ago, on a Friday night in late August, we were sitting in my apartment after dinner. I'd made pasta from scratch, her favorite. She barely touched it, scrolling through her phone the entire time. "Is something wrong?" I asked. She looked up, annoyed. "You really don't see it, do you?" "See what?" "You've changed, Daniel. You don't care like you used to. Everything feels obligatory now." I set my fork down. "Vanessa, I just spent 2 hours making you dinner after a 12-hour workday. How is that not caring?" "It's not about the dinner," she said, exasperated. "It's about the effort. The romance. You used to try, now you just exist." I stared at her. "I'm tired, Vanessa. I'm tired of trying to meet expectations that keep moving. I'm tired of feeling like I'm failing some test I didn't know I was taking." "See? That's exactly what I mean. You're giving up." "No," I said quietly. "You taught me how." She blinked. "What?" "You taught me how to stop caring. Every time I did something nice, you found a reason it wasn't good enough. Every time I planned something, you compared it to what someone else did. You taught me that my effort doesn't matter. So yeah, I stopped trying as hard. You're right." She stood up, grabbing her purse. "I can't do this right now. I need space." "Take all the space you need," I said. She left. I sat there with 2 plates of uneaten pasta and felt nothing. Not sadness, not anger, just relief. Update 1. The weekend passed in silence. No texts from Vanessa. No calls. Normally, I would have checked in by Sunday night, asked if she was okay, suggested we talk. But I didn't. I went to the gym Saturday morning, met my buddy Chris for beers Saturday night, and spent Sunday meal prepping and watching football. Monday morning, my phone buzzed during a meeting. "Vanessa, are you really not going to reach out?" I looked at the message during a break and didn't respond. Vanessa. "Wow. So this is how it is now." Still didn't respond. Vanessa. "You know what, Daniel? You've proven my point. You don't care." I turned my phone face down and went back to work. By Wednesday, she'd sent 12 more messages, a mix of anger, guilt-tripping, and what I assume was her version of reaching out. "I miss you. Can we please talk? I think we need to figure this out." I didn't respond to any of them. Thursday evening, she called. I declined. She called again. Declined. Then she texted. Seriously? You're just going to ignore me? I finally responded. You said you needed space. I'm giving it to you. Vanessa. I didn't mean permanent space. Me. I'm not ignoring you. I'm just not chasing you anymore. There's a difference. Vanessa. This is so immature. I didn't reply. Friday night, I had plans. Not with Vanessa, with myself. I'd been meaning to check out this new whiskey bar downtown that had just opened. I showered, put on a nice button-down and jeans, and headed out around 8 p.m. The bar was upscale, but not pretentious. Dark wood, leather booths, a wall of premium whiskeys backlit in amber. I grabbed a seat at the bar, ordered a Macallan 18, and was perfectly content sitting there alone with my phone off. About 20 minutes in, a woman sat down 2 seats away from me, mid-30s, professional-looking, reading a book while sipping wine. We made eye contact briefly, and she smiled. Good book? I asked. She held it up. The Midnight Library. Have you read it? I have, actually. Loved it. We started talking. Her name was Lily. She was a corporate lawyer, just moved to Boston from New York 3 months ago, didn't know many people yet. We talked about books, work, the city, life. It was easy, natural, no pressure. We talked for 2 hours. When she said she should probably head home, I asked if she'd want to grab coffee sometime. I'd like that, she said, and we exchanged numbers. I walked home that night feeling lighter than I had in months. Update 2. The next morning, Saturday, I woke up to 7 missed calls from Vanessa and a string of texts. Vanessa. Where were you last night? Vanessa. I drove by your apartment and your car wasn't there. Vanessa. Are you seeing someone? Vanessa. Answer me. I stared at the messages over coffee and decided to respond. Me. Why were you driving by my apartment? Vanessa. Because you won't talk to me. Where were you? Me. Out. Vanessa. Out where? With who? Me. Vanessa, we're not together right now. You wanted space. I don't owe you an explanation of where I go or who I'm with. Vanessa. So you are seeing someone? Me. I met someone for drinks. As friends, but again, not your business. She didn't respond after that, and honestly, I didn't care. Sunday, Lily texted me. Hey. I had a great time talking Friday. Still up for coffee? We met that afternoon at a cafe in Beacon Hill. Talked for 3 hours. She was smart, funny, ambitious, and refreshingly drama-free. When we left, she suggested we check out the MFA together the following weekend. I said yes. That week was a blur of work and feeling like I'd reclaimed my life. No exhausting conversations, no walking on eggshells, no trying to decode what Vanessa actually meant when she said something passive-aggressive. Wednesday evening, I got a call from Vanessa's best friend, Ashley. Daniel, what the hell is going on? Hi, Ashley, what do you mean? Vanessa is a mess. She says you've completely ghosted her and that you're seeing someone new. I haven't ghosted her. I've responded to her texts, and I'm not seeing anyone new. I met someone for coffee, once. She's really upset, Daniel. She thinks you've moved on without even trying to fix things. Ashley, with all respect, I spent 3 years trying to fix things. I'm tired. If Vanessa wants to talk, she can reach out like an adult instead of sending her friends to guilt-trip me. That's harsh. Maybe. But it's honest. Ashley sighed. Just think about it, okay? I'll think about it, I said, and hung up. I didn't think about it. Update 3. 2 weeks after our fight, on a Thursday night around 9 p.m., there was a knock on my apartment door. I wasn't expecting anyone. I looked through the peephole and saw Vanessa standing there, crying, mascara running down her face. I opened the door halfway. Vanessa, what are you doing here? I needed to see you, she said, her voice shaking. I miss you. I miss us. Can we please talk? I hesitated. Vanessa, it's late. I don't think... Please, Daniel. Just 5 minutes. I need to tell you how I feel. Before I could respond, Lily's voice came from inside the apartment. Daniel? Is everything okay? Vanessa's face changed instantly. The tears stopped. Her eyes went wide, then narrowed. Who is that? She asked. A friend, I said calmly. A friend, she repeated, her voice rising. You have a woman in your apartment at 9 p.m. on a Thursday and she's just a friend? Lily appeared behind me, holding 2 wine glasses. She was wearing jeans and a sweater, her hair in a ponytail. She looked at Vanessa, then at me, reading the situation immediately. I can give you some privacy, Lily said quietly. No, it's fine, I said. Vanessa was just leaving. Vanessa stared at Lily, then at me. Are you serious right now? We've been together for 3 years and you're already replacing me? We're not together, I said firmly. You said I'd changed. You were right, I have. I stopped chasing someone who made me feel like I was never enough. And for the first time in a long time, I'm happy. You're happy, Vanessa repeated, her voice breaking again. With her? Someone you just met? I'm happy with myself, I corrected. Lily is just someone who enjoys my company without constantly telling me I'm failing. Vanessa looked between us, tears streaming down her face. I came here to fix things. There's nothing to fix, Vanessa. We're done. I'm sorry you're hurting, but I can't keep lighting myself on fire to keep you warm. She stood there for another moment, then turned and walked away without another word. I closed the door and let out a long breath. Lily set the wine glasses down. Ex-girlfriend? Yeah, sorry about that. Don't be, she said. You handled it well. Are you okay? I am, actually, I said, and meant it. Final update. It's been 6 weeks since that night. Vanessa texted me a few days later with a long apology, saying she realized she'd taken me for granted, that she'd been selfish and unfair, that she wanted to work on things if I'd give her another chance. I responded, I appreciate the apology, and I hope you find what you're looking for. But I'm not interested in trying again. Take care of yourself. She didn't respond after that. Lily and I have been seeing each other regularly. We're taking it slow, no labels, no pressure, just enjoying each other's company. She's teaching me that relationships don't have to be exhausting, that someone can appreciate your effort without demanding more, that you can be yourself without constantly worrying you're not enough. I'm not saying Lily is the one or that this is going to turn into something long-term, but I am saying that for the first time in 3 years, I feel like I can breathe. As for Vanessa, I heard through mutual friends that she's dating someone new, some guy who works in finance and apparently spoils her. Good for her. I genuinely hope she's happy. I got promoted last month, senior portfolio manager, $215,000 base plus bonuses. I'm killing it at work, hitting the gym 4 times a week, reconnected with friends I'd neglected, and honestly, life is good. I learned something important through all this. You can love someone and still walk away. You can give everything to a relationship and still have it not be enough. And sometimes, the best thing you can do for yourself is stop trying to fix something that's been broken from the start. Vanessa was right about one thing. I did change, but not in the way she meant. I changed by learning my worth, by realizing that I deserve someone who sees my effort and appreciates it, not someone who weaponizes it against me. I stopped chasing. I stopped trying to prove myself. I started living like she never existed. And ironically, that's when my life actually started. Edit 1. A lot of people are asking if Lily knew about Vanessa when she came over. Yes, I'd told her about my recent breakup. She was very understanding and said she wasn't trying to be a rebound. We were genuinely just hanging out as friends at that point. Edit 2. For those saying I moved on too fast, I didn't move on fast. I moved on when I was ready. There's no timeline for healing. I'd been emotionally checked out of that relationship for months before it officially ended. Edit 3. Someone asked what happened to the pasta I made that night. I ate it for lunch the next day. It was delicious. Vanessa missed out. Edit 4. No, I'm not bitter. I'm grateful. That relationship taught me exactly what I don't want, and now I know what I deserve.